A 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, it could well turn out to be Tomiyasu, Peter, because I like the way he can switch between positions. We know he can play centre-back, he can play full-back, he can play wing-back. So he's got a lovely versatility to offer. And I think overall he probably prefers the wing-back role because it enables him to get higher up the pitch and get himself involved in the creation and the scoring of goals.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Simons. Oh, it's come loose. Frimpong. Reinders. And here's Depay. It's Memphis Depay! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Moved on forwards. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Ake. Reinders. And here's Xavi Simons. Ito. Aim forwards. Kamada. And it's played forward. Frimpong cuts it out. Gravenberg. Reinders. Xavi Simons. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tomiyasu. That's really well manoeuvred. Frimpong cuts out the pass. Van de Ven. Frimpong. Frimpong shifted upfield. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Tomiyasu. Duan. Kamada. Ito. Gravenberg. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Xavi Simons. Gakpo. Van Dijk. And it's played forward. Reinders. Reinders looking for a runner. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Kubo. Out to the right. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ake. And it's Simons. Out to the left it goes. Ake picks it up now. Time to deliver. And here's Xavi Simons. Simons! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's a mighty effort! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Tomiyasu. Duan. Over to the left. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Marlen. Reinders. Van Dijk. Japan starting the game with good energy, looking to take control of proceedings if they can. Calmly anticipates. Tomiyasu. Kamada. The Netherlands, it's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Kamada. Kubo. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Kubo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Marlen. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Simons. Now it's Marlen. Marlen. Xavi Simons. And here's Depay. He's having a shot! Deftly away. And here's Gakpo. Reinders. Reinders' cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Van de Ven. And it's Frimpong. Frimpong crosses it in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Frimpong. Ito. Kamada. Has a look and plays it forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Doan. That's an imaginative pass. Van der Ven getting this one clear. Japan have reclaimed it. Kamada. Still goalless. Oh, shooting chance! Reinders. And it's Memphis Depay. Xavi Simons. Gakpo. And here's Depay. And here's Xavi Simons. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's gone direct. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Simons. And here's Gakpo. Reinders. Shapes to shoot! Just sails past the upright.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Doan. Moved on forwards. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Ake. Oh, sweet feet. Can he deliver? And he's there to clear it. Ake. So who's he picking out? Gakpo. Gakpo with the cross. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Kamada aimed forwards.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tomiyasu. Doan. That's really well manoeuvred. Gakpo does really well to win the ball there. Van Dijk. Reinders. That's been slipped through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
The Netherlands clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Doan succumbs to the pressure. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ake, it's a delicate pass. Kamada. Tomiyasu. Aim forwards. Ito. Marlon wins the duel this time. Reinders. Van Dijk.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's Kubo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kubo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Gravenberg. Van Dijk. Reinders. Moved on forwards. Tomiyasu. Back into the middle. Kamada played out towards the right wing. Shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Gakpo. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Simons. Kubo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Gravenberg. And it's Simons. Ito gently done. Van Dijk, and the keeper's got it again. Frimpong. Marlon. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Now it's Marlon. Marlon. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Xavi Simons. Oh, great header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
No complaints about his effort and commitment. He just needs to start heading in the right direction to get the drift.
Van Dijk. Gakpo. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Ito is there and he can get that clear. Duan. Tomiyasu. Duan. Oh, just decent chance! Now it's Simons. Searching pass he's played there. And that has been cleared. Tomiyasu. Doan. Showing good feet. Ake did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gravenberg. Marlen. Xavi Simons. Now it's Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay played through into space. Now it's Simons. A chance to play it in. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Goes for a shot! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Xavi Simons really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
Kamada. Tomiyasu. Doan. Kubo. Kamada. And it's played forward. Gravenberg. Reinders. Gakpo. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Van de Ven. Doan. Gakpo does really well there, strong defending. Van de Ven. Van Dijk. Van Dijk forwards and with intent. Tomiyasu. Xavi Simons. Frimpong. Marlen. Oh, played through for the wide man. Marlen hit into the middle. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Played towards the other side. Ito. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Kubo played out to the left flank. Ito. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
The Netherlands, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Van de Ven chooses to go cross-field, and it's Ake. Xavi Simons. Throw it. Oh, that's neat. That looks a good cross. Doan. Kubo. Kamada. Ito.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Doan. Reinders. Memphis Depay. That's a nicely weighted pass. And that's a throw. Reinders. Now it's Gakpo. It is a corner. They've played it short. Ake. No way through, so back it comes. Nice interception, well timed. Ito. Kamada. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Kamada. Kamada, gently done. And it's Kubo. Cleared without complication. He is just caressing the ball. And it's played in here. Crossed in again. Up he goes! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Doan. Gakpo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's the throw. Kamada. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Kubo. Kubo spread out to the left. And that was nowhere near his best. Ake. Reinders. Reinders shifted upfield. Herring off, decent chance! Kamada getting this one clear. Marlen. And here's Marlen. Simons. Reinders. Here's a chance! Good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And it's Gravenberg. Memphis Depay picks it up out wide. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Clears it away. Gravenberg have it back and can go again. Marlen in acres of space. And the shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
And how about that for a volley? Executed to perfection.
Memphis Depay simply judged everything beautifully. That takes a lot of training ground practice, and we know what practice can make.
The Netherlands are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Ito. Kamada. Kubo. Duan. Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu, played over towards the opposite flank. Ito. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
The Netherlands leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again.
The Netherlands definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Kubo. Gakpo. Xavi Simons. Dinks one through. That has been cut short. Gravenberg. Marlen. Ake. Gakpo. Kamada. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Gravenberg. Van Dijk aim forwards. Tomiyasu. Duan. Kubo. Kamada. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's the shot! Gets it away. Gakpo. Gravenberg. Moved on forwards. Kamada. Pressing Marlen, he's the guilty party there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gakpo. Reinders. Xavi Simons. Now it's Simons. Tomiyasu. Duan. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Kamada. Kubo. Kamada. And the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Gakpo. Oh, that's nice. Looking for a decent ball in. Here it is, crossed in. And he's there to get it away. Oh, what a climb! Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Kamada. Kubo. Ito. And it's Kubo. Kamada. That's really well manoeuvred. He's got away. There are a few waiting for it. Climbs up big! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Van Dijk. Ake. Gakpo. Reinders. Ake. Gakpo. That looks a cracking ball. And that has been clubbed away. Kubo. Ito, aim forwards. Has a quick glance. Now it's Doan. Verbruggen, long ball by the goalkeeper. Now it's Doan. Big chance! And he's heaved it away. Kubo. Now it's Doan. And it's Tomiyasu. Nice control. Kubo. The Netherlands are still that goal. Takes a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Gakpo. Memphis Depay looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Kamada. Moved on forwards.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Simons. Frimpong. Now it's Marlon. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's claimed by the keeper. Van Dijk. The Netherlands leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Reinders. Reinders shifted upfield. And here's Gakpo. Played out to the right. Now it's Doan. He is through here. Doan. Xavi Simons. Ake. So we've reached the hour mark. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Ito. Looks to the other side. Oh, can he get onto this? Tomiyasu. Kubo. Lovely feet. Reinders does really well to win the ball there. Reinders, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
Reinders. And it's Simons. It's a throw-in. Ito. Ball's gone out of play. Frimpong. Reinders. Reinders forwards and with takes a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Doan. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. He's onto it in a flash.
Exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Nicely intercepted. Simons. Over to the left. Ake going full steam ahead down the left flank. Delivered in. And back out it comes. And here's Ake. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Kamada. Tomiyasu. Now that's well seen too. Reinders. Ake. Gakpo. And here's Gakpo. Gakpo with the cross. Volleyed effort.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
And he thumps it clear. Here's Kubo. Aimed in towards the centre. Reinders concedes a free kick for that. Van der Ven can get it clear. And it's Kamada. Great defending, strong and determined. Gravenberg. Now it's Memphis Depay. Always onto this. That's an excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Ito. And it's played forward. Simons. Tomiyasu. Kamada. Aim forwards. Frimpong gets across to intercept that. And here's Depay. And it's Reinders. Reinders. Ake. Gakpo has it out wide and in space. And it's hoisted clear. Tomiyasu. And here's Depay. Simons. Reinders. Reinders played out to the left flank. Plenty waiting in the middle. Delivered across. That's well blocked and back out it comes. And here's Xavi Simons! And they've got rid. And it's Gravenberg. Gravenberg. Ito. He's in plenty of space here. Gets into some space. That is lovely. That'll be a throw. Good chance here! And he comes up trumps again.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Xavi Simons has got himself a free kick. Now it's Memphis Depay. Gakpo. Oh, this is a great chance for a shot! Chance again? No. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Gakpo. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Reinders. He can run onto that. Memphis Depay.
The Netherlands clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Ito. And he goes cross-field. Van Dijk. Reinders. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Reinders. Xavi Simons. And here's Depay. Gakpo, now the ball in. Defending of the desperate variety. And that's been won straight back. And the finish! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
Oh, good spread. Tomiyasu. That's really well manoeuvred. Referee's given a throw. Marlen. Now then, the ball's come loose. Van der Beek. Frimpong. Ake. Reinders. And it's Memphis Depay. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ito. Kubo. Ito. Played out to the right. That's tidy. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Japan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Marlen tries making a foray down the right. Ito with the slide tackle there.
The Netherlands surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Kamada! Kamada! It's a loose ball.
Japan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Gravenberg. Memphis Depay. Gakpo. The Netherlands still ahead by the game's only goal. That's very neat. Nice defending, physical and effective.
think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he cuts out the supply. Marlen. That's good play. And here's Xavi Simons. Played into the middle.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Kamada. Kubo. And it's played forward. Marlen. Reinders. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Out to the left it goes. Well read, nice interception. The final 5 minutes. The Netherlands close now to seeing this one through to the end. Gravenberg. Xavi Simons. Van Dijk. Van de Ven. Frimpong. Marlen. Frimpong. Xavi Simons played out towards the right wing. Very nicely done. And it's Frimpong.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Japan desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Gakpo. Ake. Gakpo with the cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Ake. Strong running down that left flank. Gakpo. Oh, nice touch.
The Netherlands nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Kamada moved on forwards. Muscular approach does pay off here. Wins the duel this time. That has been cut short. Gakpo. And here's Depay. Kubo. Ito.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Ito. That looks so good. And he shoots! Well, it was a decent attempt in the end.
Well, the hold-up play as that move was being constructed was important for the runners, and more really should have been made of it.
Reinders. It's run loose here. Gravenberg. And that is that. The Netherlands have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after